If you're a listener of From the Mouths of Madness podcast, I can only assume that you're also a diehard fan of horror movies like myself. My name is Matt Balea, and I own a company called To Die For. We make custom horror-inspired designs for shirts and much more. From original to exclusive content, we can get you whatever it is your dark heart might desire. Check us out at www.todieforshop.com. That's the number 2, die, the number 4, shop.com. Enjoy the show.
The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors. Listeners, beware.
Appreciate how these smaller studios are giving us some really bizarre horror movies, so we're not having to deal with just depending on, like, I don't know, the shitty second Russell Crowe exorcism movie. So we got Neon and A24 going, no, we've got some actually cool like random ass horror movies. You don't have to watch the shitty studio bullshit ones like In a Violent Nature, Long Legs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Was In a Violent Nature Neon?
That was A24.
It was A24.
But I'm
That's
just
right.
saying, thank God for these small studios.
Oh, yeah. You notice one we didn't mention that should be in that, but they fell off and started doing shitty movies?
What, Lionsgate?
Blumhouse.
Yeah. Well, I'm just yelling at Lionsgate because they're responsible for The Crow.
They
Anyhow.
were. But Blumhouse was responsible for Halloween Ends, which is the worst tragedy.
Man, you just,
dude,
you're just still holding on to that shit.
Fuck them for that movie.
That's
and then we
true.
got Exorcist Believer. That was Blumhouse too, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes. And you haven't even watched that shit.
Nope.
But they got, and even like last year would like talk to me.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. A24, yeah.
I'm
Fucking
just saying,
phenomenal.
I don't want any more goddamn Russell Crowe exorcism movies. I don't want any bullshit fucking Night Swim. Like, thank God these small studios trying out these like different directors, giving us like good fucking horror movies because the studios are kind of fucking around.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. I mean, yeah. And like I said, not all of them are bangers, right? I mean, I feel like there's a couple A24s that rank, they're good, but they rank a little on the lower, and obviously
They're not all gonna stick to the wall.
yeah, exactly. Like a lot of people hated In a Violent Nature, so that was a divided film. And I've started hearing more people are coming out now saying they didn't like Long Legs.
Yeah,
so
whatever.
and Neon's the big one coming from Neon that I'm stoked for is fucking Oswald Perkins is doing The Monkey.
Fuck yes.
It's a short story by Stephen King. So,
But I'm just saying, Long Legs is definitely a word of mouth movie. Just like Talk to Me.
who did Barbarian?
Oh, God damn it. I think that was somebody under Warner Brothers.
Really?
Yeah.
It almost has that vibe of like smaller,
Yeah.
That's okay, fuck.
But I was going to say, Long Legs, I think, did something like $80 million. And, I mean, it's all just word of mouth.
It's the highest grossing horror movie, isn't it? Didn't it beat it? Or no?
No, I don't think it beat
It didn't beat it?
But for the summer, it's the highest grossing one. And
Nice.
again, from Neon, not like, it somehow beat, again, Russell Crowe exorcism movie.
Why are you just harping on that?
Because 2 fucking movies back-to-back years, man. And they're not sequels. Anyway, all right.
Damn it. All right. We're enough bitching because I'll go back on the Halloween Ends again and fucking Blumhouse for that bullshit. Tonight on
Put half our things.
Tonight, yours is a Russell Crowe exorcism
It was that
movie.
second poster I had to put up outside the theater. I went, again, motherfucker? Sorry.
It's amazing. I get it, though. I get it. Tonight on the chopping block, we're going to be talking about 2024's Neon studio horror film, Cuckoo. I'm Lowdown.
F.U. Hunter. What's up, you sunglass-wearing crazy-ass bitches?
Time loop bitches?
Time loop bitches.
Yeah.
Screeching and fucking...
Dude, what the fuck? Like, I will say, it people started talking about it after it came to theaters, but I remember posting the teaser trailer at, like, the end of last year, like, is when they started promoting it. And I think something happened that delayed it, because I think it was supposed to come out earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Not the fucking end of the summer.
I'm just saying, most of the time when you have, like, a creepy fucking, like, woman, like, creature, character, whatever like that, it's some old lady or whatever. This chick, she just looks normal, but she's not. She got them sunglasses on. She looks like she's from transport from the 60s, but When she starts screaming, you're like, that ain't good.
So, question about that. Later in the movie, when the glasses are off, where the fuck did the red eyes come from?
She always had them.
Is it in the glass? No, there's no red eyes when she takes the glasses off.
Oh, I don't know.
You know, you have a giant close-up when she's screeching over the shelves
Yeah.
at our main character with, what the fuck is her name? I just saw this last night. I forget her main name. Anyway, and you know, you literally all that's in the frame is the cuckoo lady's face.
Yeah.
There's no red eyes. But when she has the glasses on, there's little red eyes.
But that's inside. Maybe it's only reflective at night. Aha. Because wasn't that when they were inside, when all the shelves came down?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, when it was inside in the Love Shack, when the light was on, it was still red. But I mean, I guess she was in the shadows. But I don't know. I don't know. It was just.
I'm more
weird.
concerned about that goo she keeps pulling out of her hand. So.
What is that, dude? Ew.
I think that's what she helps to impregnate people with. I don't know.
How is that? That's not how biology works, dude.
Well, she's not normal, all right? I mean, do you know anybody that can scream and you time loop, all right? I mean, all right? So the goo might impregnate you because, again.
That shit happened way too much, and it was unsettling. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was like 3 times.
I think
You're
the
like
close-up on the goo hand is where I was like, what are you going to do with that?
Or the one scene where Ben Stevens is like, no. And the one girl just stops. You're like, oh, God, it's just fucking nasty,
Yeah.
dude. And she left that puddle the first time. You remember?
Yeah.
There was a fucking puddle. Oh, God. All right, so out the gate, we already mentioned him. Ben Stevens is in this film, and, I got to give the guy credit. He was in Abigail. He was awesome in that. His character in this is fucking sweet.
Yeah.
I don't care what people say about the movie. His character, you got to come out of this movie and be like, he was awesome.
Well, Abigail, he plays the scheming, like, New York cop, like, hey, detective, it's like, hey, nah, I'm going to fuck everybody over. This one, he's the evil German, like, I'm doing experiments on you,
Yes.
like,
Yes.
and he's got his little flute thing, like, it's just creepy as shit.
He was, and it was his movements. He was very abrupt with all his turns and his steps. Like I think he was like really, really focusing on goose step German movements.
Yes. Also, terrible shot. Can we just throw out there, him and the other guy? I just don't know how to. They don't understand how to aim a gun.
How do you do that? That annoyed me.
They're 10 feet away, and they kept fucking missing. Like,
dude, he has a shotgun.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe the 9mm because that guy got stabbed. Remember, she stabbed him, so he's wounded and he's losing blood. Okay, you have a fucking shotgun.
Still misses.
Shotgun.
There's a scene in, if you remember, Naked Gun, where they're having a gunshot and they see it and it's just a shot of him and a shot of him. And then they do a pull up and they're like literally like 5 feet away from each other, like shooting each other. That was this scene because they kept fucking missing each other and they're right near each other.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of, remember Die Hard 2 in the baggage handling when he does this shitty roll shooting?
Yeah.
It reminded me of just this terrible fucking...
Terrible shot.
Yeah.
Very evil, terrible shot.
Yeah, very evil. Yes, terrible shot. No, dude, that was... I mean, we're bouncing around the movie, because, this movie had some really interesting scenes. The choices that were made for that scene was like chef's kiss, though, because fucking... When she asked him if did you said you protect me, and he's like, yeah, even though she stabbed him, I was like, you say fuck you, bitch.
Well, because he was like, I'm gonna take out your sister.
Yeah, but then she said, she asked, did you tell your wife that? And he was, he got all emotional, was like, yes. So the way she played them was amazing, because when they walk out and she's facing the cop and her sister's facing Ben Stevens, the scientist, they're not going to shoot him. And on that cart, I was just like, I wanted to start clapping. Because that was genius. That scene was fucking awesome. And this movie's got a few of them. Like when we first see the Cuckoo lady, the way they introduce her when she's riding on her bike. Dude. Yeah. You go into
I'm just saying, if you're riding on your bike and you see some motherfucker like running on the woods, you're like, oh, I guess someone's just doing some late night jogging. But then you're riding and you see the shadow.
She wasn't paying. Yeah.
And then you see the shadow of someone running right behind you
with her arm out.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah. That was pretty fucking awesome.
And the thing is, at the audience, we got multiple shots of her. It was just her shadow, because the lights are spaced out. And then we see the shadow. We see the shadow of her, like 2 or 3, like at least twice. And then she looks down and sees it. And it's there, but even when they look back, it's like, oh, fuck. Because this is the first time you see her face, the Cuckoo lady's face. You're like, ah, God damn it.
Well, he did tell her, don't fucking ride your bike home.
You know what? Okay, that's something I got to say about these fucking movies. These sinister fucking harbingers in these movies doing that shit, this, obscure, don't do that.
Yeah.
No, of course she's going to say, this guy's fucking an idiot. Why can't I ride my bike? I can ride in the dark.
Like, you will not do this. I will pick you up
Exactly.
I will pick you up. You do not leave.
But like, unless you give a logical person a reason why they can't do something they know they can do, they're going to do the thing they know they can do.
Weird. The teenage girl didn't want to listen
That's
to the
what I'm
authoritative
saying.
guy that made her work at his fucking shitty resort. I don't know why she didn't listen to him.
It's not just this film. It's in tons of movies. It's like, come on, man.
You're not my dad.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you might as well have.
Fuck.
Shut up, German guy.
My real dad doesn't even love me. Oh, burn. Dude, that dad was I understand as a parent she did some fucked up shit, right? But that's your daughter. And she's telling you she was attacked. Like, dude, you're a shitty fucking father.
He's got a lot on his mind.
No, fuck that.
Selling the house.
You have 2
completely
kids.
destroying
You
her
have 2
childhood.
you have 2 fucking kids. He was an asshole. I'm sorry. Like, he was a straight up asshole.
Literally, when like the younger daughter shows up in a room and starts like screaming and causes, and like they run and they're like, and like the older our main character, she's on the bed like, what the fuck just happened?
Remember, she scratched her face.
Yeah, and they're like, oh my god, what did you do to make her scratch her face?
Like, wait, what?
That fucking little kid scratched me. And they're like, okay, it's a little child, okay. What did you do to get scratched? Like,
motherfucker.
are y'all blatantly playing favorites?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
What did you do to anger her to scratch you?
And that was the thing, but that was the relationship between the father and our main character. Pretty much the whole movie was, you're upsetting your sister.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you dirty fuck.
So it makes sense when she meets fellow pot smoker, and pot smoker's like, you can get the fuck out of here. She's like, I ain't got it.
She was trying to get finger banged.
Yeah,
That's what she was trying to
there
get.
was moments they were very close to sharing moments together.
Well, there's a makeout scene, and then there was the car wreck. Right?
Yeah,
So we didn't get but
I mean, why would she not do that? Like, oh no, things are awesome.
and she shows up at the end. She's the one that drives him away from the hospital.
Yeah.
So that
But I'm just saying, it makes sense that she'd be like, I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. Fuck
Oh, yeah.
this. I don't want to work at your stupid ass resort where I don't even speak fucking German, which should seem like a requirement, by the way, to take reservations at a resort. Like, they're saying like, okay, hold on, let me pull out my phone to translate everything you just said.
Yeah. Dude, and speaking of just like characters and like just that she came across, the old dude who's the cop.
Yeah.
That we, first don't really know his story. He comes to her and like tells her to come to his room to fix his air conditioning. Why the fuck would a teenage girl no?
Yeah.
Then he goes to the hospital after, the Cuckoo lady, attacks her again. And I told you to come see me. Motherfucker, do you know what you look like telling me come to my room?
Yeah.
Like, fuck, no.
I mean, he was wearing a sweet-ass duster for a little while in the movie, so, yeah.
Bro, no teenage girl is going to say, okay, graying old man, I'm going to come to your room by myself.
Yeah.
No.
This place is already weird enough.
Yeah. It's isolated in the Swiss Alps.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Wait, no, it wasn't the Swiss Alps. It was, was it Bavaria? Bavarian?
Yes.
Yeah, it was in Bavaria. Yeah. God, I'm sorry. I keep saying Swiss Alps. I'm like, nope, wrong place.
And I'm going to throw out real quick.
It's beautiful. It's fucking gorgeous.
It's in modern times, but when they get there, it transports to the fucking 60s. All the decor, all the places.
So, except for his fucking house. Yeah. Now we're into fucking like
he spent some money. He's like
goddamn.
high tech and shit. But everybody else, that shit like is 1965 built and no.
Dude, those cottages. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. I wouldn't stay in those.
Yeah, and everything just like nothing was updated.
No.
Yeah.
And I guess they had a grocery store in the main lodge because people were buying beer and like snacks and shit.
Too many snacks for that one chick.
Oh yeah, she was a little pukey puke.
Yeah. Because wasn't that on her first day too? She's working behind the desk and chicks walking by.
No, that was the first night she closed. She let the other chick go out on a date.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Think about your first job.
No,
or one of your first jobs, and your first night, and there's someone going, oh, I'm throwing up all over the place. Like, God damn it. It's my first night.
Yeah.
I got to clean all this shit up.
Yeah. That's,
But there are definitely some moments in this movie that are creepy as fuck. I mean, I think the scene with her coworker and the officer, like they're about to get it on, and like she shows up. That was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, because the officer was like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
He's like, you find out later he's in on it.
Yeah.
He's like wrangles all the people, and you're like, oh, he's a piece of shit too. Okay. But he gets stuck in the loop initially.
Yeah.
Remember? But he's able to escape. Dude, that shit, her movements too, her mouth, like, dude, there's some really good effects on
well,
this
when she
Cuckoo
does
lady.
the scream, it does a close up on her neck, and you see just the vibrating. That's fucking cool.
So there were only two other people in the theater with me when I saw this, and I guess it was a mother and her daughter. They were both adults though, right? And I just asked, what'd you think of it? And one of the things she brought up to me was it was an hour and 40, I think, is what the movie length was, and she said she wished we would have gotten more of the science, and I was like, the way they were filming this movie, that would have made it like 2.5 hours. And it would have. There was just enough drag with conversation in between big scenes in this film that if you added to that, it would have made it slow.
It comes across like it's just this new species that he discovered that is based in that area. Is the way I looked at it.
Yeah.
And like he refers to it as a cuckoo bird, where they lay their eggs, and they're like, all right, good luck with all that shit.
Yeah.
Where they impregnate people and then they have somebody else take care of it. Like so. Yeah, he just discovered this and went, okay, well, let me buy all this and start experimenting on motherfuckers.
Pretty much. And like, dude, the scream to dizzy them and then the boxing of the ears.
Yeah.
Just like seals the deal.
But I do like where at the end, our main chick, like, she has both the detective and dude man there. And she's like, how the fuck? And she's like, all right, hey, little daughter, that is one was created by the creatures.
Oh yeah, the reason they came back to this place is because that's where his father. So her sister is her half sister. The parents got divorced. So when he met his new wife, they spent their honeymoon at this lodge, and the wife got all gooeyed up. Oh, dude, it's so gross. Ugh. Like, why is it worse that it's clear and not like white, like it's like semen? It's even worse because it's like a clear liquid. Yeah. I don't know why, but I was like, that's ugh.
And you don't even remember because you're like, I just remember like packing my clothes over and over again, and then I was pregnant.
Yeah, like, it's like whoa,
it's called a loop, all right. Can you imagine that? You're just like, and the shoes go in, and the shoes go in, and the shoes go. Oh, I'm pregnant. Like that's how it pretty much happened.
Yep, pretty much. Yep.
But I love that. Like she takes advantage of that at the end, where she's pretty much surrounded. She's like, hey, little sis, do your shit. I'm going to cover my ears. And she fucking makes both the guys fucking use your screen power. Let's get the fuck out of here.
And I think what they were saying with that movie is one of the things Ben Stevens says, because that's what you get at the very beginning of the movie, where they're like, oh, so-and-so left the nest, but without a mother, you don't know what's gonna happen, kind of thing. And their point is that when they have these children, they I guess, I think he invited them back, didn't he? Actually, didn't he invite them back?
I think so,
or
he pretty much convinced the father. He was investing, I believe, in the resort.
Another resort, opening up another resort.
Yeah.
And he wants the other resort open so he can spread the fucking species.
Yeah.
Remember? And that's what it was. That's what it fucking was. But they needed that girl to come back so the cuckoo mama could raise her.
Yeah.
So the reason that the cop wanted to kill her, the little sister, was because it's one of them. And remember, our main character's like, no, I don't think so. Because she's going to raise her.
Yeah.
So she's going to have the powers, but not... The assumption is she's not going to go full fucking... Yeah.
Not great, yeah.
Running through the fucking streets at night.
Jesus.
Chasing fucking teenage girls.
Well, you had that other... The little girl... Well, not a little girl, but I guess a teenager.
Yeah.
That when she's in... When
she comes walking out of the woods in fucking pajamas, dirty.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. Dude, her movements were cool, too. Because it shows you from our character's point of view of what it's doing to their vision, and then it makes their movements really fucking cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool camera effect.
The movements and just that fucking sound, it just sticks with you after the movie. That screech.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, dude. A scene that really fucking blew me away was in the warehouse space scene towards the end of the film, when you get that close-up of her screaming, she finds her butterfly knife and stabs her. And the part that I love the most, and I want to know if you caught it, she didn't pull the knife out. The cuckoo lady pulled herself off the knife. If you look at the way the blood splattered,
no, I didn't even think
that was
about
fucking like, you never see that. It's always she pulls the knife out. No, she was holding that shit, and the cuckoo lady like wanted to get free. So when you watch it, she pulls up, and the way the blood splatters, it splatters like up on the camera lens.
Huh.
And then you see her, and then when they pan out, you see her standing up.
Yeah.
The girl never moved her arm, and I'm like, that was a pretty cool way. It's different, right? Because all you ever see is stab, pull out, stab. That I thought that was cool. I don't know. Because the blood splatter effect just looked different. And anybody, then when you rewatch it, if you liked it enough to rewatch it, look for that. It's really cool. There's a lot of little cool scenes in this film.
And it's shot, I thought the score was really strong, and I thought it was shot just...
Dude, all the music, I dug in this. Even when she's like playing her band and the bass, like it's a really cool, like lo-fi, like chill. And then the song at the end of the film, like I liked the music in this film. Like it's not metal, or it's not, it's just all like chill fucking music.
And you have that kind of build of like isolation. Like there's other people there. It's not like we're talking about like The Shining.
Yeah.
But it's not that many people there.
No, we
and
got, what,
you're
6?
still like disconnected from like any big populace.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Oh, we forgot to mention too. Meanwhile, everyone thinks she's fucking crazy.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, because I just got into a car accident, and because they found marijuana, and that's all they found in my system. Marijuana makes you flip your car over.
It's a pretty heavy drug.
You know what I'm saying, man? Fuck, heroin ain't got shit on marijuana.
Yeah.
The fuck? I don't know anybody that's gonna car wreck because they were high. Honestly, personally, me and I know that's not everybody, but like
Can you flip a car if you're going that slow?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they flipped a car going 5 miles per hour. I've never seen that happen.
Oh, what were they trying to do? Get her to Italy because she wanted to play music in the arts, right? They're trying to get to Italy, I
Yep.
think, or Paris.
I think it didn't. I know it was Paris,
Paris.
but I think also just get the fuck
Okay,
out of there. What? Where are
the
we
way-
going? I don't give a shit.
The way Ben Stevens tricked her ass was genius.
Oh,
It was
I'll give you a
diabolical.
ride to the train station.
We got to go by my house to get you your money first.
Yeah, let's do that first.
do that first.
You gotta have money.
Got to have money.
Hey, check this out. Yeah. Now, she was already suspect of him, so it's a
Yeah.
little bit naive of her to be like, you seem all right. Why? He hasn't seemed all right at any part of this movie, and yet you're like, yeah, I'll get the passenger seat. You'll be fine.
Yeah, he at first in the film, he does come off creepy, but it was almost like like I said, the Harbinger thing where like the way he talks and leaves open-ended stuff, and then when he starts talking to her about like you can't ride your bike in the dark at the country roads, yada yada. You think at first, because like when they meet at the cottage they're staying in, the lady that's the housekeeper shows up too, and when he says something, they both look at each other. So initially, I was suspect of them, but I thought it was because they knew something and they just couldn't relay it.
Yeah.
Not that they were the fucking people doing it. That was a cool turn. So I will give this movie, it has a very slight Barbarian feel.
I'll give you that.
Very slight.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about it until I was texting Matt, from To Die For, and just tell him, hey, what I thought of the film. And he's like, hey, I don't want any spoilers, obviously, but the only thing I've heard, and that's all I want to know, is someone said it's got a Barbarian vibe. And I was like, okay. I didn't think about it until you mentioned it, and then I stopped and thought about the film. So out of the gate, I would say no. But once I think about it, so it's not obvious. But if
Yeah.
you think about the beats of the movie, it's very slight. It's very subtle.
Yeah.
Nowhere near as intense as Barbarian.
And you stay on the same. One
Yeah.
thing with Barbarian is you go from here to here
exactly.
to here. Like,
And that's why it's not as intense. It's just
Yeah.
like because again, I was suspect of Ben Stevens' character, but for different reasons. Not that he had a fucking secret basement fucking lab killing.
And initially, it seemed like he was the bad guy because he's encouraging her dad to do all this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, we could be friends. And like, no, you're the reason we're at this fucking resort and not back at my family home.
Yeah.
So you're the bad guy.
Exactly.
And he's like, I give you a job. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. And then he is actually the bad guy, but not because he's, brought them out there, because he's doing experiments on motherfuckers. All right. So.
And it's not, took her from a childhood home, and it's not until the box gets delivered that you realize her mom died. And it's not just a divorce.
Yeah.
Her mom died.
And the dad's like, say bye to all your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're never going back.
You thought she was actually calling her mom, and her mom was just a piece of shit not calling her back because she's sobbing on the fucking messages, and then you realize, she was just calling.
What about when she plays though, and her younger sister uses the text to talk, and
how she's like, I want us to be part of this family. Like her little sister's so sweet, and she really wants. And you're like, oh god, dude, like fuck, man. Yeah. As far as actors go, Ben Stevens is the biggest one, I would say. I think there's a lot of up and comers in the film, which is cool. I'm down for that. And the only person I recognized was the father. He was in that AMC show Into the Badlands. He played one of the villains.
he looked familiar. But
And he's the bad guy in the first Equalizer.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's where I was.
So most people probably recognize him for that, because unless you watch Into the Badlands.
Yeah, no,
That's a great kung fu fucking show, by the way. Choreography's phenomenal. Yeah, the rest of it's just like, up and coming people, which I think the cop looked somewhat familiar. I just can't place him. Not the one in on it, not the detective.
Yeah.
Whose wife was killed. That's the whole reason the detective was involved with this, is because he was in the honeymoon suite and his wife choked on her vomit.
Yeah, he lost his wife, so this time it's personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On their honeymoon. Like, that's gotta fucking suck.
Yeah.
Dude. All right. Now we're going to wrap it up talking about Cuckoo. But before we give you our final verdict, please ask that you go to JewHatPodcast.com. Yeah. But before we give you our final verdict, I would please ask you to go to goipodcast.com. That's where all the shows are under the network. Fucking go check them out as well. And while you're there, go to our links tab and click our link to TeePublic, and that's where all the merch is for all the shows under the network, including just fun tangential shit. We've got like 50 some fucking designs. It's stupid.
I mean,
many designs we
there
have.
should be some more coming out. Like,
Yeah, that's things of we're working. Madness has got some more designs getting ready to come out. Hopefully we'll have at least 3 more. Hopefully maybe by first of the year is what I think we could shoot for.
I'm just talking about spooky season.
Oh yeah, spooky season.
Yeah,
I'm talking about just Madness designs in general.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, check that out. We love to see you rocking. It's just sticker, magnet. Fuck, you don't have to spend a lot of money. There's a sale every goddamn weekend. Literally, you sign up for text alerts every fucking week. Every week. Yeah, and they make it seem like 35% off now. Holy shit!
This is a one-time sale till next week.
Yeah, I'll wait till next week. It's like, goddamn.
Well, you have your Labor Day sale, and then you have the week after that.
Labor Day sale. Yeah.
There's always in the before Halloween sale, then pre-Thanksgiving sale. Yeah.
All month of December sale.
Yeah. Holy shit, the holiday season sale. Yeah.
So if you buy any merch, please tag the show that you bought it for, or just the GUI network. We'll see it. We'll share it. We love to see people repping our stuff. Thank you so much. And also go to lowdownbrown.gui@gmail.com. Hit us up. Let us know what you thought about Cuckoo, or give us recommendations. We've already done 2 recently off people recommending listeners,
Yeah.
so we will get to it. We promise. It might not be right away, but if you give us a recommendation of something you want our take on, we will. We'll do that.
Either way, just be nice if it's something you're like, this movie really sucked. I want to know what you guys think.
Yeah. If you're gonna give us some, what do we?
Give us a heads up. If you're like, I thought it was shit. Maybe you guys
fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll do it.
But we like the this movie was badass. What do you guys think? I do. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Now, it survived for me. I loved this movie. Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed this film. It was a wild fucking ride.
I put this kind of in the long legs category of it again resonated after I watched it.
Yeah, you're thinking about it, right? Like, fuck, man.
So
it was I did not expect it to be what it turned out to be. Yeah, it's a phenomenal. I recommend everybody watch this. I will buy this. I will own this.
My one gripe is that I wish I hadn't watched the trailer for it and just went in completely cold, because the scene that we were talking about with the bicycle is in the trailer, and so
you knew it was coming.
I kind of knew it was coming.
See, I didn't watch past the teaser,
and that's the only problem, is that I wish I had known about that, because that's such an amazing shot scene.
The teaser, all it was that scene where she walks out after she hears a noise. She walks out of the main door with her knife, and then nothing happens. But that was basically the teaser. So I walked that's where I've gotten, man. I'd rather not, especially for horror. I'd rather not have shit spoiled, like scenes like that. And they always put that shit in the goddamn trailer.
That's what I'm saying. Don't put that in the trailer.
God damn it.
You could do a quick shot of her running in the woods next to her on the bike and not do the shadow scene.
Exactly.
So, but overall, it passes for me. I enjoy the shit out of it. I'm just encouraging these studios, make these like weird fucking horror movies that, aren't just it's this type of category. Because this is all over the place when it comes to thriller, just isolation horror, all kinds of stuff. And I like that. Let's just pack it in, have some fun.
Yeah, pretty much. Isolation horror.
Kind of body horror.
There's body horror.
Yeah,
there's body horror. There's it's sci-fi.
Yeah,
it's a sci-fi horror movie as well, right?
So you can't just go, all right, this is a stupid ass exorcism movie. This is a stupid ass haunted pool movie. I'm just saying, there's all different.
Dude, how is Night Swim the one that got a major release? We've already had Killer Couch and Killer Sofa.
It's just
Killer Bed and Killer Couch or Killer Sofa. It's the same shit. It's a pool versus a chair. What's the difference?
Yeah. After the first person killed, just don't go to the pool anymore. There you go.
Wait, who released the Night Swim? Who did that?
Oh, I don't know.
Was it Neon?
I think it was Blumhouse.
Was it Blumhouse?
Blumhouse.
Fuck.
Yep.
Man. Of course it was.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. But yeah, it survived for me. Like I said, recommend it. Everyone watch it. All right, until we talk again, embrace the madness.
us at GUIPodcast.com.